Do you guys think it's crazy that we're saying that Frank Pitcher is going to be a hero if he comes out and tells the truth and supports me, when in reality, all that would be happening is he would be doing his job. But things have become so pussyfied that no one does anything ever. And so this is something to think about. All we're asking for Frank to do is to come out and support somebody whose constitutional rights were disregarded in his county that he's a sheriff of. And yet, this act is, in today's world, something that would be considered heroic because everyone is too afraid to do their jobs. They think, well, I have to stay in a good relationship with X, Y, and Z. But the reason that this is a significant one is because when you go into the Armstrong County Courthouse, you walk up the you go past the Hall of Fame with all the dead people on it, and then you go up to the Hall of Shame where they disgrace all the dead people on the wall. Go up the stairs into the building, go through the metal detectors, and then on the left hand side they have like a cubicle where sheriff's people sit. They just to make sure you don't have a nuclear bomb or something tucked under. And but now, because we know that Frank agrees that I was framed for a crime, he knows that I was framed for a crime. He said, and that he knows that this is a fraudulent PFA. This creates an uncomfortable situation because every single attorney from now on, every single client, every single fucking whoever who walks into that courthouse now knows that the sheriff, because you have the sheriff's department and then you move forward, but that sheriff's department, now everybody knows, isn't on board with the framing for the crimes, and so it creates a dynamic that's going to be very uncomfortable for people. And this is fantastic news, um, really, because I mean, either way, the truth is the truth. And yeah, now the judges know, and the district attorney knows that they're not supported by the sheriff. Their actions in my cases aren't supported by the sheriff anyhow. I can't speak for him, uh, and overall, but this is a fucking big problem, and you can't fucking frame people for a crime and expect to still have a job. The evidence is overwhelming in both cases. How do you think the district attorney's office feels about this? Somebody said to me the other day, if you come out and tell everybody about this thing with Frank Pitzer, what if you need something and if you he's going to be upset? What if you need something? My dog has been stolen. I was framed for a crime. I do need something, and I'm never gonna. I don't need help. I don't give a fuck from in the. I want my dog back now, and it's just a job anyhow. So that's really just a stupid thing. I'm prepared to push all the buttons, burn all the bridges. I do not give a fuck. Frank Pitzer, highly respected sheriff in Armstrong County, Pennsylvania, said to me he knows when I said I was framed for the crime because he sat in on the trial and watched. Ask him about it. Get him to issue a public statement. Come out and support the people because nobody supports the courthouse. Everybody hates them down there. Anybody who had family die in the war. Anybody who had people. I mean, what the fuck is going on down there? Hall of Shame. What the fuck's going on up in New York, even? My friend fucking. I was down at my buddy's house in Katanning the other day. Hey, these guys were fucking telling me that they fucking murdered somebody's pet squirrel. What kind of an entity would go into somebody's house, take their pet, and murder it? Oh, the fucking New York DEP or fucking not the fucking Whatever. I mean, these people are dumber than fuck. We have the Pennsylvania Shame Commission up here on the Wall of Shame. These guys don't even understand basic deer behavior. I mean, we should. There's no point to have them around either. Obviously, they're just killing people's pets and stuff. Framing them for crimes, the whole 9 yards. So, um, yeah, and maybe I'll have to. I mean, the Pennsylvania Game Commission actually spent millions of dollars on a study attempting to answer a question that this study in no way applied to the question. And so this is what we're dealing with on the Pennsylvania level. And I don't know. I would imagine it doesn't sound like it's much better up in New York, being that they're breaking into people's houses and killing their pets. So yeah, I would just sooner defund the fucking game commission altogether because they don't even understand what they're doing. They don't understand basic deer behavior, animal behavior at all. Um, they waste ridiculous amounts. I mean, and then they have the nerve up in New York, these fucking brain dead institutions to go and fucking kill somebody's pet. What the fuck is going on? Pennsylvania Game Commission doesn't even understand deer behavior. The Bring me a game warden. I'll argue. I mean, let them argue with me. Feed them to me. And we're calling for the end of the whatever the fucking satanic group is up in New York that murdered this goddamn squirrel. And we're calling for the end of the Pennsylvania Shame Commission. They fucking spent millions of your dollars on a study attempting to answer a question. The study did not apply to the question. Millions of dollars. They might as well just chuck it off the Graft Bridge.